Right, all right, we back, family. We back, soul family. Man, today has been a good one, right? Been a great day, and happy Jupiter Day, right? I'm already feeling the energy of the solar eclipse, right? The fire ring solar eclipse. I'm feeling it. Uh, man, is really really powerful, right? Man, so today we gonna be talking about the we at the crossroads, right? We at the crossroads of the MetaHuman crossroads, right? Uncle Bobby said it all the time. You gotta stop thinking like you're human, right? We more than human. We more than what we perceive that we are. If you haven't, please go check out that video Ken Billions did yesterday. I posted it earlier. Man, that's why I love the Soul Family, because everybody plays their part, right? Everybody share what they, what they know, not just what they believe in, what they know. And that's what it's all about. The facts. It's all about becoming the knower instead of just a believer. And so he broke down a lot of stuff in that video. So if you haven't, please go check it out. It's about 30 minutes long. I wanted him to keep going because, hey, man, it was some deep stuff in there, stuff he was reading earlier in that video. So we at the MetaHuman crossroads, right? We under this spell. We have to wake up from under this spell that we've been uh, basically born in, right? And we gonna read this chapter, these few paragraphs, the whole chapter. Really gonna knock the whole chapter out today, and I hope everybody have, a good, whatever you want to call it, Father's Day or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Peace to my father, right? From freeing me from the trauma and stuff that I was told. Because I'll be still mad at my dude today, right? But he freed me from that. And so we going to go and get off into the book because I don't want to waste too much time. I know everybody ain't online. It's all good. So let's go and get off into it. I don't expect you to accept this conclusion, not yet. Anyway, the overall picture needs to be sketched before you make up your mind, right? Because that's what we've been talking about. Using our imagination, changing our mind on what we sketch to, through our subconscious mind and our conscious mind. Without realizing it, we are all embedded in a performed reality. Like we say, this whole world is a show, right? It's a performance, and you just a character. You gotta know your role that you playing though, or you get lost in the reality or the illusion that we came down here to be in. God school, right? Everybody don't enroll in God school. You know what I'm saying? This world, like we've been saying, this world is a giant computer, and your beliefs is the software. So let's continue. This is we all are embodied in a performed reality that we begin to adopt to in infancy, right? Everything you have perceived at this moment through the five senses, the solid walls of your room, the faint movement of air in your lungs, the brightest of the light streaming through the window or emitted by a lamp is a simulation, right? Everything that you viewing is a simulation. But they got you thinking, you know what I'm saying, mankind way that this world was brain made, right? But all of it is a simulation. A construct that engulfs you in a virtual reality, right? A construct that engulfs you in a virtual reality, like the video games, the PS5, nothing but another form of a virtual reality. on the one hand, we are set up brain, body, and mind, right? We talked about the other bodies as well on the few videos back, but it's more than just, you know, the brain, body, and mind, because you got different levels of bodies and different levels of your mind, and you can got different levels of consciousness in your brain, so you can access information, process information. To confirm the to virtual reality the results of a collective hoodwinking, right? That has taken many thousands of years to create, or billions of years, right? Because this galaxy, you know what I'm saying, it's not old, but it's old enough that we've been coming back here life after life, because we've been tricked that basically the ego is only the only thing that exists, but your consciousness lives forever. That makes things very tricky, right? A prisoner has an incentive to dig a tunnel to the outside world, right? He trying to break out of prison because he knows that something laying beyond the prison walls. There's something laying beyond the prison walls. Excuse me. But the virtual reality you now experience offers nothing on the other side that you can touch, taste, feel, hear, or smell, right? Not with your normal human senses. That's why we say you got to use the spider senses, right? To be able to touch and taste all these different things on the other realm or dream world or astral worlds, different worlds, different layers. But something does lie outside virtual reality, which our term, he call it meta reality, right? Because you're using your brain to create these different things on a higher level, your God mind. Meta reality is the workshop where consciousness creates everything, right? Consciousness creates everything in your God mind, the meta reality. It is our source and origin, a field of pure creative potential, right? A field of pure creative potential. And that's what we've been cut off with, because we believe that this realm is real than what we call the magic, right? The magic world. Because you have that creativity and you can, whatever you think and create, you create it. So metal reality is not perceived by five senses, not by the regular five senses, like I was saying earlier. You gotta tap in because it has no shape or location, yet it is totally accessible, and it offers our only means to escape simulated reality. Let's continue. Once you realize that you are engulfed in a simulation, it dawns on you how infinite the creative power of humans really is, right? Or really are. We fashioned our world using not bricks or mortar, right? But one invisible material. And that material is consciousness. That's how we fashion. That's why the Bible say, let us go down and create man in our image. That ain't nothing but that's how it's deep, y'all. We gonna keep going though. In a scientific age, deaceration seems incredible, if not observed, right? From inside the simulation, creation can be viewed like a movie of the universe unfolding for the Big Bang onward. Like I said, the whole universe is still expanding. People worried about the world coming to an end. It's not coming to an end. It's just different levels, right? You got to evolve or repeat because the universe is steady expanding. If you're not expanding with the universe, then obviously you're not a part of it. You just a part of this illusion, right? Part of the simulation. Because if you look back 2, 3 years and you still the same person, something wrong, right? You shouldn't. You should look back and be like, damn, that was me, right? Because the universe is steady and expanding, and you gotta expand as well. Along that timeline, there that has taken what do you say, 13.7 billion years, right? I say like 14 billion years, the 14 billion light years. What we talking about? How can this mind-boggling era bounded by time, space, matter, and energy, but essentially fake, right? A illusion, a dream. To find out, it would take a personal sense of curiosity and a touch of adventurousness, right? To go beyond conventional wisdom or what we call common sense, right? What all the stuff we've been taught. That's conventional wisdom, common sense, regular common sense. Consciousness is present in every second of our lives, every second, every second, every second. Yet conventional wisdom takes it for granted, right? Your common sense takes our consciousness for granted. You don't know who you truly are. You don't know how powerful you truly are until you take that conventional wisdom, that common sense, like Uncle Bobby saying, throw that shit in the trash, right? Because it ain't no good for you. You get stuck in this matrix. This isn't like missing the forest from the trees, right? It's like living in the forest without seeing any trees at all. You know what I'm saying? You can't see the spiritual world. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because the trees that we see, like we said, is all invisible. But the tree, on the quantum round, the tree is invisible, right? But we see it down here. So it's like living in the forest without seeing any trees at all, right? You see it today, all these different buildings around us. It goes both ways. Take enormously popular book, I don't really want to say this word, but Homo Deus. Yes, Homo Deus, whose over overreaching theme in the uh intuition of the future. The author Israel Eli Histon, Herrera, wants to offer a new and better starting point for the future, right? Age-old burdens from the past once seemed inescapable. He writes this, the same three problems preoccupied the people of the 20th century China and medieval India and of ancient Kemet. Famine, plague, and war was always at the top of the list. Now this is what we finna talk about. How all of these things, like how people saying the word about the end, doomsday, doomsday. This the same old problems that been preoccupied. Cause it's like people wanna be slaves, right? Uh, People wanna be slaves. People want the world to end. And for that fact, that's why you're seeing the madness going on. Many thinkers and prophets conclude that famine, plague, and war must be an integral part of God's cosmic plan, right? Or of our imperfect nature as well. In a burst of optimism, rare among futuristics, Harari goes on to write that these problems are essentially solved already. They already solved, but you gotta fix the way you think. You know what I'm saying? Even though they persist in pockets around the globe, at the dawn of the third millennium, humanity wakes up to an amazing realization. In the last few days, no, in the last few decades, we have managed to reign in famine, plague, and war. And he finna go on and go into it. Why? Because it's steady happening. Because our ignorance, we don't know how powerful we truly are. Now that's why they wanna, act like we really matter now. Because the world waking up now. Eagerly, his readers want to accept Harari's vision that on the cosmic scale of history, mankind can lift its eyes and start looking towards new horizons, right? That's why they trying to go out here to different planets and stuff. But they don't understand. This is like we were saying the other day. You can travel to all these different places in your mind. You ain't got to get on no plane or no spaceship. Because you are the universe. The universe is in your bones, and the stars are a part of your soul, however you want to say it. And what are these horizons? And Homo, he said it, Homo Diaz, Aurora takes the reader on a journey through all the existing problems in a roster of problem solutions that futuristic love to explore. Let's see. So they say only on page 409 does he arrives at consciousness, right? He put that mug all the way on page 409. And then he taunts a future dominated by techno religions, right? What we call it AI and all this new technology. In other words, our evolution is leading towards artificial intelligence, AI, right? And supercomputers that upgrade the raw material of the human brain, right? Because everybody don't have the ability to tap off into that like most melanated people can. That's why most of them want to bring AI like that. Because like we said, AI want a body. It wants a brain. It wants to have consciousness. Faced with the stupidity, intelligence that towers over us, the over us, what can we do but worship it, right? What can we do but worship it, right? It's crazy. Harari's vision winds up in the wrong place because it started in the wrong place, right? Consciousness belongs on page 1, the first page. And the future that evolved consciousness can lead to where humanity should be heading. We made all of this, right? Without our consciousness, there wouldn't be no technology. Uh, every future that has unfolded throughout history has been based on a direction taken by the mind. Artificial intelligence, after all, is just another notch on the belt of human intelligence. It's just another notch. Therefore, predicting that we will be surpassed by Frankenstein race of supercomputers is very premature, right? Like, grow up, guys. Robots ain't finna take over nothing. You let the fear play mind games with you, right? Let's continue. We need to know our full capacity before taking bets on any future, right? The future is now. Like we were saying yesterday, if this motherfucker, whole world crumble up, you still gonna be here. Your consciousness lives, right? So we can't even make no bets on the future. Until meta reality becomes a common experience, being human has not reached its full creative capacity. Because we not creating anymore. We done got lazy, right? We not using that genius that, you know, we have within us, the master within us. Settling for a better dream isn't good enough, right? And and upgraded illusion is still an illusion. And I was watching one of these shows on episodes on Twilight Zone. It was just like that. You know, when he say an upgraded illusion is still an illusion, right? You want to be able to manifest and create your own reality instead of live in the mankind's reality. So, yeah, that was the whole little section on that chapter, man. It's like I said, we're gonna keep reading through it though. That's just the crossroads. So, yeah, man, I wanted to go get that out the way. We'll get on to the next one next time. But y'all stay up, you know what I'm saying? Stay motivated. I know y'all feel the energy like I feel it. I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm trying to, balance with it, cause man, it's very powerful. I know it's gonna be only powerful for them to tomorrow. At least I know that much. And so, yeah, family, I appreciate everybody timing in. They're through time in, right? Uh, it's time to zone in and keep learning. Wanting to know the truth. And next part is your life, right? We gonna it breaks it down. We gonna go off into it next time though, cause you just gonna it's like a little test to see how you think on a scale, right? And so with all that being said and presented, we gonna go and get ready and get up out of here. Guess I play. Let's see, play again. Ready for. Let's get this one. Put it work till the morning, I swear this shit never ends. On my way to the top, I lost a couple of friends. But when this song come together, I know I see them again. On my way to the top, I lost a couple of friends, but I'm back at it again. I was close to giving in, back to pimping the pins, back to breaking the mics, back to saying I'm one of the greatest and don't care who don't like it, cause I'm a chaos being. It's the return of the Titans, and despite all my downfalls, I'm ending up with it all. Now watch me ball, watch me stand tall, watch me break some records. They say this life is the Matrix, it's far from checkers. I had to make a decision and stick with it, so I moved out my city, but they still won't get it. Hey, I had to make a decision and stick with it, so I moved out my city, but they still won't get it, baby. You know I'm at it again, so all my people can win. I'm at it again, you know I'm at it again. Top, I lost a couple of friends. I'm at it again, you know I'm at it again. See them again. First I fell out with my mother, then I fell out with my brother. Not saying I don't love them, not saying I don't trust them. It's a cold world and it's crazy how we separated, never hated. Meditating on all my people to make it, but I can't deny. And deep inside, man, sometimes it hurt, knowing if we came together, we can rule the universe. I'm the Thanos to this rap thing, they hate that I rap sing, but I had to lose everything and gain it again. I had to make a decision and stick with it, so I moved out my city, but they still don't get it. Hey, I had to make a decision and stick with it, so I moved out my city, but they still won't get it, baby. That's right, I'm at it again, you know I'm at it again. I'm just trying to make it so all my people can win. I'm at it again, that's right, I'm at it again. That's right, I'm at it again, you know I'm at it again. Yeah, family, nice build today, alright? It is what it is, y'all. The next chapter be even deeper. So peace to the goddesses and the gods. Rising power to the ancestors. Beetlegeese here, right? And to all gods known and unknown, I say, man, y'all have a good weekend. What they call it, right? A weekend. Shit crazy. Peace.